Welcome to my world. Another day, another time, another period for knowledge acquisition. Knowledge is power, health is wealth. Today's topic has to do with barber's itch. Why the itch? This topic I have chosen because I believe it will help one of my subscribers that asked on the skin eruption the last time. He wanted to know more, and I believe this would expose more as regards the male rashes on the skin. The barber's itch would expose the causes. We have with the barber's itch, it could be tinea barbae caused by fungi or staphylococcus, folliculitis, or also when it is just inflammatory response. When you are talking of reactions, skin reactions to something. Majority of time, the reactions are used to the barber's blade or when people use blade to shave. And that will tell you some skins are very sensitive and it will react. But regardless of these preambles, let us go into the slide section to know more. If you like my presentation, always press the like button and subscribe. It will go a long way to create more videos that would help you in management of your health as well as acquire more knowledge in this regard. So let's move on into the slide section.
Yes, the outline. Objective introduction to help create more awareness about the causative agents of barber's itch and more prevention. The introduction. Barber's itch is a skin eruption that is also known as tinea barbae or beard ringworm. It is a fungal infection that affects the skin, ear, and ear follicle in the beard and mustache area. The itching is so much at times, and is as a result of irritation of the skin from the underlying growth of the fungus. There are also those caused by Staphylococcus aureus infection of that area, and it could be a skin allergy reaction or some autoimmunity to be genetic mutation. The identification number 1. Look clearly at this, you will see the tinea will always be skinny, dry as it is appearing. Is that dryness and scaly that makes it very typical of fungal infection. So let's start the identification with tinea barbae caused by zoophilic fungus by name Trichophyton species. The Trichophyton verrucosum originating from cattle and Trichophyton metagophytes var. Equineo originating from horses. It affects only adult men and mainly blacks. Now let's do identification number 2. When you look at the skin, you can then understand clearly that the hair grows through the hair follicle. The hair follicle is that inner part through which the hair will come out singly like that, as shown in the photo. The follicle could be infected as to the right with bacterial infection, which normally surrounds the whole skin and waiting for opportunity a cut, especially when the person is immunocompromised. And that the bacteria build up pus and inflammation, and which comes out as boil. And the serious growth will cause scratching and even the spread of the organisms. So identification is the one caused by, identification number 2 is the one caused by Staphylococcus aureus, and it is called Bacterial folliculitis. Let's look at another identification number 3, I call it. It's called razor bumps, which is very common, especially if your skin is very sensitive. They are ingrown hair that form after shaving. You can look at that picture and see how it grows in again, creating an inflammatory response, causing inflammation and bumps on the skin. They are not limited to the beard, but could occur on any part of the skin, especially where there is that hair. You must understand that your skin, you may be hairy, almost every part of your body, in the groin as well, and that's where these bumps could occur. Yeah, the fourth one is not much different from the third. It's also like a razor bump, and it's like a nodule, red scaly patches on the skin underneath the beard, as shown below in this picture. It could also be called psoriasis, and it's a non-contagious autoimmune disease. It is also called folliculitis barbeae. So not much different from the razor bump, as you can see. The laboratory diagnosis. To confirm tinea barbeae, the diagnosis is very simple. By examination of the plug hairs on potassium hydroxide, we call it wet mount or needle mount. The spores and filaments are found on the outside of the hair, ectotrice, very diagnostic. The skin scrapings are also cultured for specific identification and confirmation of the dermophyte fungus. For bacterial folliculitis, the pus exudate from the boil around the beard are cultured overnight and biochemical tests done or other specific tests on the discrete colonies to confirm the organisms. Yes, the conclusion. The majority of people infected by fungus are immunocompromised. So it is very necessary for one to build this immunity with a balanced diet and the appropriate lifestyle. Because when you are weak, it's easy for the bacterial load, very low load, to overcome. But when the body is very strong, it's difficult that the very few bacteria or fungal could easily overcome the body's defense mechanisms. Staphylococcus aureus and other species are resident on the skin. So one's resistant by way of reducing their population through regular baths and balanced diet should help. Using a sterile blade, very necessary to shave. You must sterilize your barbing, even no matter how mild the disinfectant or the alcohol or whatever you are using to sterilize is. And most shaving blades are brand new, sterilized ones. You don't use the one that has been used or the one used by any other person, because you don't know what the person harbors. Is of absolute necessity. And washing one's hair with soap or alcohol after shaving helps a lot, because you don't know. The sunlight is also very helpful. That is, one making sure that whatever you wear and what have you, you reduce the population of these organisms that could easily become the problem. So sunlight, ironing of clothes and what have you could also help protect against these tinea problems, dermatophyte fungus, as well as Staphylococcus aureus. If you like my presentation, please just subscribe. Watch more videos on this channel. And yes, I'll be happy you do.